The Cossack takes this spot because, well, it's the Cossack, and why the hell not? Anyway, the Cossack takes the spot due to the fact that it only has one weapon, super low HP, and its speed is not that great. It's just meant for trolling. That's basically what the Cossack was built for. 49, we have the Destrier. Alright, so some of you may be saying the Destrier, why is it in front of the Cossack? Well, it's in front of the Cossack because it has more HP, and they almost have the same amount of firepower. But it's above the Cossack because of the HP and how you can kind of use it in the Gold League, which is something the Cossack cannot do. Well, you can still troll with it, but that's basically the point of the Cossack. So in this spot we have the Gareth, number 48. Yeah, number 48 we have the Gareth. The Gareth is pretty flexible, all in itself. It's a pretty powerful, strong robot, but it just can't compete with anything else on this list. It's just number 48 spot. I'm sorry, guys. We're starting to get into some kind of powerful but kind of weak robots. We have the Jessie. So the Jessie has 4 light weapons, which is as much as a Blitz, but it's still pretty fun to use in my opinion. It's just once you pass Gold League, it loses its strength of speed and the dash bots take its place. So that's why it comes in at this spot, but overall it's decent bot. Recommend getting it. '46, we have the Gareth. The Gareth is a powerful little bastard because this little thing can destroy griffins by himself, which is not too impressive, but it can still destroy griffins by itself. It also has a reputation for basically glitching trebuchet shots. It just makes the trebuchet shot go right through it, and a Hades gun just goes right through it. You can't really hit it through due to its skinny frame. And so that's why it takes this spot in number 46. So in the number 45 spot, we have the Gale Patton. The reason it's above some of these others like the Gareth is because you can actually kill them pretty easily. In the lower leagues, the Patton is the most dominant thing. And for good reasons. It can destroy Jessie, Gareth, and everything else. It just can't top anything else above it. Before the Vityaz, this thing is a tank. It's one of the few tanks you can have in the lower leagues, which is second after Boa and third after Leo. And this thing can do pretty well in the lower leagues. In the higher leagues, it can be a sniper, but the Natasha, Butch, and Ares do a better job at that, so it's kind of obsolete later, so yeah. So in the number 43 spot, we have the Golem. This old geezer is such a powerful robot. Well, it used to be, and if you new players can't find this in the shop, then don't worry. It's been removed by good old Pixo, and well, now it's gone, but it still used to pack a good... Anyway, that was pretty much the Golem for you guys. Powerful, but yet old and outdated little machine. What have they done to you? Is pretty powerful. I'm not lying. This thing with pinatas or gusts in the lower league dominates. Period. I can't really say the same for every other bot in this list, but still, it is OP and powerful, and I don't really recommend it due to the fact that it's expensive, but still, it works fine. Not powerful, but fine. So in the number 41 spot, we have the Aequin. The Aequin works fine, but it can outplay, it can work in some certain leagues. It's just when you leave the silver leagues, most of these robots, as I said, become useless. And Aequin is no exception. It's still pretty useful and funny to use, but it's nothing more of just another expandable bot so Pixonic can get more money. It's basically just a cheap rip-off version of the Ilguang, so just don't get it. The number 40 spot, we have the Doc. This thing is incredible. It is the most balanced and most toughest thing in the game. I swear, this thing is like basically Spectre 1.0. It's really good. It's so flexible. You can use it with Telumbus and Orkans. I recommend that setup. It is strong and powerful. But once you pass the Silver League or Gold League, it sucks. You can't really use it anymore due to the fact that it has no shields, not enough HP. The number, I forgot which number this is, but we have the Galahad. The Galahad is powerful, but for some reason, it's too expensive. And also, it's trash now. It doesn't have the same vibranium shield that the Bulgazari used to have as well. And that's why this thing just falls all the way over here. And with Orkan Spectres and all that, this thing is just trash now. And, well, yeah, it's not good now. It's just weak, old Galahad. Rogatga is on this spot, well, because it can basically destroy anything else above it. So, yeah. It's really good with Orkans, and it's very good for ambush. I've been fighting Rogutgas in my new baby account, and I have to say these things are a big problem there. But still, these things are quite strong, but not as deadly as they used to be. Tasha takes this spot due to the fact that in the lower league players, it is basically the God King there. I'm not joking, this thing can pack punches everywhere with Thunders and Punishers and Pinatas. And if you get Avengers with it, well, you're just causing the younger players to freaking die. Yeah. But this thing still works up to Masters League. I've still seen people use them. It's very good with Trebs and Gecko. Griffin! 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 Anyway, the Griffin is the most powerful robot, mostly the most powerful robot and the most popular robot in the game. Currently, it is dominant in most leagues. People still use it to troll as well, put Noricums on this thing. Anyway, I have nothing really to say for it, except it still works in Expert. Butch, I put the Butch in this spot due to its flexibility. You can put Dragoons and Tridents and basically annoy the crap out of anyone on Yamantau, Canyon, any of the sniping maps. You can put Trebs on it and you still have a lot of firepower. You do like 90,000 damage per hit with all the Trebs combined. You can put Flux on it, Chimera, Avengers, I heard that works well. So, if you manage to get the Butch, feel free to put some Avengers. This spot due to the fact that, well, it's still being used these days. People are willing to max these things out. Stitches 378, my good close pal, has one of these level 10, and this thing is so flexible in the lower leagues. Most of these robots in the first 25 are good for lower leagues. The other ones are so flexible you can use them anywhere else. I recommend with this robot Terrans, Orkans, or Orkan Terran hybrid. Leo is basically what the Natasha wants to be. It's a strong, powerful tank. It's one of the few tanks in the game actually, and one of the cheapest tanks of all. So yeah, the Boa used to be a tank, but the Boa's gone now, so no one cares about that thing. Anyway, the Leo is best setup is Thunder Pinata, Glory Halo, or Glory Gusts. This thing is basically a frontline assault. If you imagine a whole squad of Leos and they're all in a clan in the lower leagues, that's basically your worst nightmare. Spider Bot, Spider Bot, Does whatever a spider wants. Harass the enemy? Sure, why not? Do whatever a spider wants. Anyway, the Raker is by far one of the most harassive robots in the game. Currently, it is still being used, but it is the weakest suppression robot. But it's strong. It's a good, tough robot for mid-rangers. So if you like the mid-range playstyle, use this spot. It's really good at it. I totally recommend using it for mid-range. However, takes this spot due to the fact that you can make people lose lock-ons so fast. It's just, you can make people miss Orkins or ammo, or just basically just surprise people. It's meant to be an ambush surprise unit, and it is very, very good at that. I've been attacked by these things so much, it's not even funny. It has so much HP and its speed is so fast. I'm still wondering why this is not in the meta, because by far it is powerful. With Storm and Gust, you can basically just... Anyway, that's the hover for you. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wait, no. I recorded it. My mistake. Okay, so we have the Stalker in this place. So this place is taken by the Stalker due to the fact that it can take out basically any other bot in this list. If you put Gusts on it, or Magnums, like, because Magnums do a good deal amount of damage, or Punishers, you can just stealth in there, run in there, blow whatever you want up, and then come back. The reason it's on this spot is because it got a recent buff, I think, and its stealth lasts a little bit longer. I think it's like 2 seconds longer. But still, this thing is pretty powerful. Don't underestimate the little Stalker, because basically, if a Pursuer goes into stealth and this thing goes into stealth, the Pursuer will not be able to hit it, but he can, and perfectly fine. The Carnage, one of the most underrated robots in the game. It's still powerful in the lower leagues, Punishers or anything else. You can basically mad dash someone and they won't live in the lower leagues. But once you get in the higher leagues, obsolete piece of... Yeah, you understand what I mean. Anyway, this thing is pretty good, but the low HP of the shield and itself basically means anything with thunders or bullets can easily take it out. I'm not even just gonna say the Ares would absolutely stomp this thing in a one-on-one. It's just useless once you get out of Gold League or something like that. It takes this spot due to the fact that it has so much HP and its firepower is close enough to a Natasha that it actually works well in Masters League. I'm surprised, because most people don't really consider using the Raging in Masters. They just have full hangers of Ares. But the best setups for this are Ansel, Ansel Avenger, Avengers. You can use Exodus on it, Redeemer, Ember Ansel, and well, that's basically all of them. You can use Redeemers or Tridents as well, but I recommend Avengers on it because they do high amounts of damage, and it's just a god with those things. I'm not even joking anymore, but this thing works fine in almost every league besides Champion. So we have this thing, the Rhino. The Rhino is powerful. It's best used with Orkins, Terrans, Pinatas, Magnums, Storm, Gust, Shotguns. It's a very close range brawler. It loses its touch once you reach at least Expert or Masters. But still, this thing is pretty solid bot. Adrian still uses it in Champion just to troll around, but he still gets some pretty decent kills. And I'll take that. The Fury is the most annoying piece of you can ever fight, due to the fact that it has 3 heavy weapons, and most people abuse it to put Tridents, Zeus, Dragoons, Tridents on it. It just makes it a solid, hard, annoying bot to deal with. And well, I totally recommend using this because people still use it into their Champion leagues, but that still becomes useless because the Ares is a thing now. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Please like and subscribe, and bye bye.